What's up guys, PTCGO here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Galarian Weezing Control here in Silver Tempest. Now Galarian Weezing has been around since Rebel Clash, as you see here with the set logo, but only now in Silver Tempest is it really starting to gain more attention. Whether that be in Eternatus or an Acrobat VMAX deck. But today we're looking at a deck that is a little bit different and a little bit wacky, and that is just 4 Koffing and 4 Galarian Weezing. Now the whole concept of Galarian Weezing is you use its neutralizing gas ability, which allows you to lock up your opponent completely as long as it's in the active spot. Your opponent has no abilities except for neutralizing gas, which means that we can shut off all the popular decks right now, like Lugia, or Lost Box, or Mew VMAX, or like Arceus Duraludon, and we can really control the game with Galarian Weezing. Now that's the hope. Now this deck is a little bit inconsistent, I will warn you now before we head into some games, but Galarian Weezing, when it works well, and it's able to do what it needs to do. And your opponent will most likely scoop if you can get the Galarian Weezing set up properly enough. Now, Galarian Weezing is a pretty straightforward deck. It's like 4 of copies for almost everything in the deck. So we're playing 4 Koffings with the Ascension attack to allow you to evolve immediately into a Weezing, meaning that you can kind of just lock up your opponent as soon as possible. So we have that going for us. Koffing is pretty easy to get going. We are also playing 4 copies of Boost Shake to also, on the first turn, let's say we have a Koffing in the active, we just go Boost Shake and immediately item lock, or sorry, not item lock, we immediately go and ability lock our opponent. That's super useful, and there's not much our opponent can do about it. And even if they do decide to stick around, we have energy disruption cards like Crushing Hammer, and we have cards like Fan of Waves to allow us to disrupt our opponent even more, make sure that they can't really play the game the way they want to. We are also playing 4 copies of Level Ball, and that allows us to be able to search out our Koffings. We don't need any Weezing search cards because we can just use Boost Shake, but a couple other cards that are unique to this deck is we are playing 4 copies of Trekking Shoes to look at the top card of our deck, and we can either discard the card or draw it. Since this deck doesn't play any support Pokemon, it just plays 4 Koffing and 4 Weezing, we need some way to be able to draw more cards, and Trekking Shoes is kind of like that stand-in for our support Pokemon. So Trekking Shoes is really important in here because it allows us to be able to get crucial cards when we need them. We are also playing 2 copies of Yell Horn to confuse both active Pokemon, but this is really useful, especially if you've locked up your opponent. You can trap them in the active spot with a Yell Horn and make sure that they can't really attack, and if they do, they have to flip a coin in order to get their attacks off anyways. So Yell Horn is incredibly fun to kind of just slap in there when your opponent least expects it, and it's a really nice card to have in any any disruption deck. We play 3 copies of Galar Mine to lock up our opponent. Let's say they put down something like a Crobat V, we can like boss up their Crobat, and then we can make their retreat cost a 3 retreat cost instead with Galar Mine, making it so much harder and making them waste so many more resources in order to get that Pokemon out of the active spot. And we really don't care if our Weezings get stuck in the active because we have cards like Hiding Dark Energy, or we just want to keep our Weezings in the active in the first place. So Galar Mine is a real good card in here. Our main draw engine in this deck is Colress's Experiment, which allows us to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and put 3 of them into our hand and the other 2 into the Lost Zone. And this allows us to select the certain cards that we might need to effectively get combos going with our Weezings. We are playing Cyllene. We are playing 2 copies of Cyllene just to grab back some combo cards. We are playing 3 copies of Flannery to get rid of problematic stadiums or stadiums that might help our opponent. And we are also trying to discard, and the more important part is we are discarding special energy from our opponent's Pokemon. So that's really useful for against something like Lugia, because we know that they can't get their special energies back. Finally, we are playing 3 copies of Marnie, and we are playing 3 copies of Hiding Dark Energy, which allows us to, which allows us to have no retreat cost on our Weezings, which is also pretty cool and pretty important in this deck as well. So, overall, Weezing is semi-consistent. When it works, it works. You'll see that with the games that we're about to go into here. But before that, let's take a look at Pokégear.app, the application that this video is supporting. This video supports Pokégear.app, a Pokemon deck building website created by my friend Jake Gearhart. Pokégear offers accurate, up-to-date prices on every card straight from TCG Player. Pokégear also easily allows you to insert proxies into your lists, perfect for any pre-release deck building. If you want to support the channel and Jake, try Pokégear today by going to Pokégear.app or click the link in the description. Now, back to the video. Alright, heading into our first game here with our all Weezing deck, with our 4/4 Koffing Weezing. We are hoping for something like a Lost Box matchup, because I've done a lot of testing with Weezing, and it does not want to work against a large number of decks. So, we'll see. We lost the coin flip, which kind of sucks. And our opponent does choose to go first. So we have basically everything we would need for turn 1 Weezing. And our opponent does take a mulligan, which is nice. So we'll take advantage of that. Our opponent will put cards back into their deck, and they'll try again. Alright, so now we're all set up. And we are probably facing a Breaksin deck. So they're really gonna go after their Serenas here. We'll see exactly how this plays out. Because this could be an interesting matchup if they can't use discard to draw. They might have to just use their own Serenas to start like trying to churn away. They didn't place down any energies, which is totally okay. Let's go Colress. Ugh, my computer's being slow again. Boost Shake. We got the Boost Shake on the first turn. Here, and we'll grab Boss for next turn, because I already know that they cannot knock us out. Yeah, I don't think we want to do anything else. We can use Trekking Shoes. See if we can grab another Koffing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, can they get the knockout with Serena? With Breaksin, actually. Because if they do, then we could be in real trouble. But at the same time, no, they can't. They can't, because we're gonna go Boost Shake, and we're just gonna evolve, because they can't get 3 Serenas. So now we basically lock them up. We should have probably put down the Galar Mine, now that I think about it. But we can boss whatever we want next turn, and like just absolutely lock them out of the game. They are playing Glimwood Tangle, so they're playing Radiant Jirachi. But we can just kind of boss around Radiant Jirachi. We don't really care about it that much. They do get their Breaksin, and they have a Miltank. None of these that we really care about too much. So now what we can do is we can go, we can't go Galar Mine. Make it just that much harder for them to do much of anything. And they only have 1, so they are only doing 60 right now, because they only have 1 Serena. And they will only be doing 140. So I think we can just afford to pass, quite honestly. We could set up multiple Koffings and have multiple Weezings. You see, this is one of the problems with the deck, is you don't know when you want to get your Weezings going, or if you want to just kind of sit there with, or if you want to get Koffings going, or if you just want to sit there with your Weezings. So they're trying to retreat almost. They're doing 0 damage with Gentle Slap, so... Okay, they're Marnieing. That does kind of suck, because We didn't even try using Crushing Hammer. That is a... I was just kind of focusing on whether we wanted to put more Koffings down. But we got Fan of Waves. Alright. Gentle Slap does 0 damage. But now what we can do, which is super funny, is we can just double Fan of Waves. We'll Fan of Waves away that, and we'll Fan of Waves away their other one. Just completely lock them out. And do we even want to severe... Quite honestly, do we want to even severe poison them? No, we can just sit here. Because they have way more cards in their... Or way less cards in their deck. Okay, so they have another... another energy on their breaks in. They do get their second Serena, so now... We do need to, I think, if they find a... retreat option. Nope, they're just gonna go all in with 3 of those. Okay, Colress. We can go Koffing, Boost Shake, and Trek, I think. Shoot. That is a tricky. Not Koffing, because we have Level Ball. So let's just go Weezing and that. Alright, let's go Trek first. We'll take Trek. Now the thing is, we don't want to use as many cards as our opponent, so we will have to, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take the Crushing Hammer. 33. Level Ball. Because our opponent's probably going to use way more cards than we are. We'll grab the last Koffing. So we have to be really careful. This is one thing about the deck, is that it's very finicky. Okay, that didn't work. We'll attach here, because why not? And then we'll Boost Shake. And we'll just get our double Weezing set up, making it that much harder for them to do much of anything. But we don't want to poison that Esper, because then they can just... It unlocks basically everything for them. But it looks like they're kind of stuck too. Yeah, they're stuck. Completely. They're gonna scoop! Let's go! We got the win over that breaks in deck. They can't do much of anything, so we got it to work for that game. This is like, I'm telling you, playing this deck seems so simple, but it's actually so, like, it requires so many moving pieces and whatever. So, look, I'll just take the win. We'll play again, but Weezing really showing off that ability, why that ability lock is just so powerful. So, heading into our next game here, we are probably against a water deck, which would be kind of annoying, because if it's a water deck, they probably play like Energy Acceleration, things that we can not really afford to lose. They're making us go first. That would have been a really poor hand anyways, for going first at least. We want to get Koffing Boost Shake as our going first sort of thing. So we are just waiting on our opponent to place down a Pokemon here. Okay, they placed down their starting Pokemon here, and I think, yeah, they're all set up. That's no fun. Watch as we get like 7 mulligans. No, Boost Shake. Ugh. You see, if we were going second, this was like a really good hand, but we're going first, which makes everything just that much worse. Our opponent's gonna take mulligan cards and all that, so we'll wait on them, and then we'll get going here. So, yeah, we are just waiting to use Weezing here. We'll go Trek. No, we don't want an Ordinary Rod. We already have one in our hand. Hiding Dark is better than nothing. We can go Galar Mine. We could go Hiding Dark as well. And then we just have to pass, because there's nothing else we can do. Okay, if we had Boost Shake, that would have been perfect, because we would have been able to lock them out of basically everything. But now they get to set up with, like, Frostmoth or whatever engines they're trying to play. Yep, okay, it is Frostmoth. Okay, I take that back, actually. That's really good, because now what we can do is they're going to try and set up their Frostmoth combo, but we can stop them from being able to attach a whole bunch of energies and slowly be able to chip away at their energies with stuff like Crushing Hammer and Fan of Waves, depending on if they play Wash or not. They might just white drop here, or they might retreat. Oh no, they can't retreat. They have to use a switch option to use Find Ice, and that's not good for them because then they're attaching to the Snom, and then they can't. Okay, so we'll see what they do, because they might have like V-Star and whatever. But this would be really great if we got Air Balloon. Okay, so Lost Vacuum is important here, I think. The Miltank could be good too, to just kind of like boss up or whatever. Let's go Weezing. They now no longer have abilities. We'll go Level Ball just to look at what we have in the deck. Maybe we'll go Level Ball if the game will respond. There we go. Let's go Level Ball. Search out a Koffing. We do have all 3 other Weezings, and we have all 4 Boost Shakes. We have 3 Crushing Hammers. We have all 4 of our fans. We have our Lost Vacuum, which is good. So we're really trying to hit something like Boss, Lost Vacuum, Boost Shake off of Colress, which is a lot to ask for. Ooh, we should have probably used Colress first. That is a misplay on my part, but we will manage. Boost Shake, we got it anyways. Trek and Trek. We'll just take double Trek, because we don't need any more level balls, I don't think. Yeah. Let's go Trekking Shoes. Let's see, we don't really have too much else in here. We'll take that Weezing just in case things go wrong. And yeah, we'll take another Boost Shake, sure. Actually, did we want the Boost Shake? Not really, I guess. Let's just go Boost Shake our Koffing. And we'll evolve, and now we just set up the complete and total Weezing lock with multiple Weezings just in case they try and do any funny business. I wonder if they are going to go for the Frostmoth, because they just don't notice neutralizing gas. Because I have had a couple people where they just don't notice that neutralizing gas prevents them from using any abilities. And like their only like knowledge of being able to see that they have no abilities is that little arrow in the corner. So my guess is that they're either going to go for V-Star and attack with V-Star. Okay, so they do notice, because and that's a weird thing to say, but I'm telling you, people forget sometimes that there is a that there is that little arrow where they can't use abilities. Okay, so there's a Snow Mirage. We need a fan. We're gonna Fan of Waves them immediately. Okay, let's see. Just another Weezing. So we are in a really tough situation here. Ordinary Rod. This is one of the problems with Quad Weezing, is that we only have so many Pokemon to work with. So we might have wanted to grab some other stuff earlier off of that before, but we'll see if our opponent has the double turbo to close out the game, because if they do, well played by them, but we'll see if they're able to draw into double turbo, because their double turbo is now at the bottom of the deck. They're gonna quick ball another quick ball. Imagine if they grabbed like Luminion or Crobat or something to try and get them out of here. Nope, just another Vulpix. That is the correct play. Just trying to get everything set up. Honestly, I don't know what they can do here. Is they retreat and like just start for 13 turns try and use White Drop? Yeah, they're just gonna White Drop for 13 turns. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If we can draw into a Koffing, that'd be nice. No, Yell Horn is good though. And we'll be done. Okay. Well, now they have to flip to do 10 damage. I'll take it. If they want to try and use White Drop, go ahead. And you might be doing 10 damage, or you might be doing 30 damage to yourself. The Yell Horn top deck was nice. I would have rather gotten... Yeah, there we go. We like to see that. Crushing Hammer... Nah. Because if they have Training Court, I think we should wait until we have Galar Mine, just so that way they, if they have training, because if they have Training Court, then they can just Training Court and put it on the Vulpix V-Star, which is probably, I guess, okay, I guess. But no, they can put it on the Snom, actually. What the heck? Furisode Girl for a Snom, and then they could switch. They're gonna switch with the Snom. No way. No shot, dude. Okay, so now we do want a Crushing Hammer. Okay. Gosh, okay, we are falling behind. It worked. Take it off of you. Fan of Waves. Just get all their energy off. And then we'll be done. This double Weezing, double Boost Shake hand really stinks. Like, it's not looking that great for us. But we'll see exactly what our opponent does. They might just start slowly setting up that V-Star, which is just like imminent doom for us, unless we can get another Koffing going. So, we'll see if this is really the end here. Oh boy, scoop up net. No, not again. We're in for the White Drop for like 12 more turns. No. Hiding Dark Energy. And we are not going to try and use Neutralizing Gas, because they'll just get everything they need. So unless they have, if they have double turbo, ugh, this is this is why I don't like this deck so much. Is now they only have to do one more turn of just Lost Vacuum the Training Court. We can get rid of Boost Shake. Training Court. And then, I guess we can attempt Severe Poison. It would just speed it up by 3 turns. Okay, well, hooray! They're poisoned for 4 damage counters. Ugh. Well, I think we lose, because if they have a switching option this turn, yep, that, if they find a switch, then they win. So, let's get on over to that concede button here. If they do have the switch, then they win this turn. If they don't, then we are given one more chance to draw into something like a Colress or something for a boss or something. I don't know. At this point in the game, oh, V-Star and Ordinary Rod. Okay. Okay, hold up. Let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook. I'm hovering over the concede button. But they might not have it. Okay, they don't have it yet. They need 1 energy though. And now we scoop, because they have the energy in hand. They'll just go ahead and retreat into their V-Star. We know when to just kind of step away and say, hey, that didn't work out so well. So we'll get one more match in here with our Oops All Weezing deck. But it's worked against one deck that you might face 1 in like 70 matches against. Alright, now do we want to go first or second? Do we want to risk it for Boost Shake, or do we want to let our opponent have the extra turn? We'll risk going first. We'll try it, because I think we're against like Duraludon or something. Oh, okay, like, now I know that we're sitting on a good hand here. We're sitting on like a gold mine of a hand. We have to wait for our opponent to choose an active, which, okay, we got the Koffing. We can ascend, we can't ascension. We can use Boost Shake. They don't know what we're playing, so we're either against Goodra or against Duraludon. Or it's Reggie. Uh-oh. Oh, no way. We are playing a Reggie's deck? I think we almost auto-win against Reggie's. Because they have to manually... Ooh, they have to manually attach the whole game. They have to manually attach. Oh! Oh! Ooh. Oh, this is going to be painful for that Reggie's deck. Because now, they can't use Regidrago, and they can't use Regigigas. They're going to put that in the Regidrago because they have it. I don't think they're putting it down for the ability anymore. But they're going to get all their Reggies going. They're going to discard the energy, which they could have probably used that energy to do something with if they actually remembered. But nope, you can't use your abilities. They might like have the perfect hand or something. But it's, what good is a perfect hand if you can't do anything with it? Okay. They're gonna have to probably use Regigate this turn. They got the Regieleki. Now they put down a path, right? Okay, well, we don't need abilities to begin with. Here, we don't need it. We don't have any V's that would need abilities in the first place. So, okay. Now what? They could use Regigate to search their deck. I think. I think you can use Regigate if you have no more bench spots, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you got to this far in the video. If Regigate actually does search out basics when there's no more bench spots open. But I think we're sitting in a real comfortable position right now. Yeah. Okay. Well, we have work to do. Do we want to use Fan of Waves this turn? No, because they... Ooh, okay. That, and probably... that? Yeah, sure, that's all good. And we can save all the energy denial cards for next turn. And we'll just Severe Poison. Because we know that our opponent can't put enough energy in play. So now they're gonna have to sit here stuck, slowly manually attaching energies, which we can just starve them of their resources. They're already down one Aurora. Oh man, you gotta do that. You gotta do us dirty here at PTCGO, don't you? You just gotta give him the Marnie. We had 2 fans and a Crushing Hammer. And now we're back to the drawing board. We do get Flannery, which is nice, because we can Flannery away their special energies. Okay, we want to Flannery away that speed. We don't want them using Terra Spark. But we do have a pretty solid hand otherwise. But they're going to try and, like, get going here. Trek again. So they're really digging for what they need. Scoop Up Net is no fun. Probably put out the Regieleki and do 20. I don't think that they remember that they can't attach energy with Regigigas. That's probably what they're just thinking is like, oh no, I don't have energy. But now, say hello to my little friend Flannery to discard your energy cards. Then we'll go here, and then we'll go Boost Shake again. And we'll go and slap down our second Weezing, which is just absolutely peachy perfect. Because now they're going to have to spend a ton more resources to try and get their Regieleki set up, or literally anything else. Because they need a ton of different energies to attack. They're going to Marnie us again. Go for it, go for it. We have 2 cards in our hand. And I believe that they do mill themselves out a bit more. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's so funny. If they try and place down another energy, this game's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. They're gonna Static Shock again. Go ahead. You can't use your ability, so, let me just Flannery again. Bye-bye. And then, we don't even need to use Trekking Shoes right now, so we'll just Severe Poison. Because now we have the lock set up. They can't get a singular energy card going without getting it discarded or sent away. Choice Belt. Oh no! Oh no, they're just gonna pass! They have a 1-card hand. Okay. We could go Trek and try and find... we could go Trek just to try and find another energy card. Oh! Yes, give me the Galar Mine. We won't play the Galar Mine yet, just because we don't need to. And then Severe Poison again, even though it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I feel so evil. I feel so evil. This match is just so funny. Because now... Oh! They think that they can use Regidrago! Oh! They got their another Regieleki. But oh, I feel so diabolical right now. This is hilarious. I should not be having this much fun, but I definitely am having this much fun. Because now, they're stuck. They can't even use Regidrago to draw any cards. Oh, this is what PTCGO is all about. Let's just go Severe Poison again. They have 1 card in their hand. What can they do with 1 card? Can we just keep taking, like, prize cards for, Okay. Okay, your speed energy. I see you. Okay, I kind of want to see if we can get a Flannery. Okay, we got another Hiding Dark. That's cool. We'll attach that. Can we get another Flannery? Oh, this game is so funny. Here, we'll Flannery away another electric energy. And then we'll just Severe Poison. This is so stupid. Why is this working? Okay, they're down half of their energies they can use to attack with. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I can just Fan of Waves them again. Oh yeah, alright. Who do you put up? Crushing Hammer! Crushing Hammer! Come on, come on, come on. Crushing Hammer. Okay, that's fine. Fan of Waves! Fan of Waves! Bye-bye. Yeah, what do we want to do now? Neutralizing gas? I agree. Or no, Severe Poison, excuse me. Severe Poison, I agree. Now what will they do? They've literally just been sitting here turn after turn doing nothing. Because they can't do anything. Yes! Yes! Discard all your cards. And then pass. That's all they've been able to do this whole time. Is just attach an energy, pray that we don't have a way to get rid of their energy, and pass. They soaked! That's right, we got rid of Reggie's with the Weezing deck. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Alright, we got the triple Flannery, we got everything. I should not be this excited about getting the Reggie, winning against Reggie's. That is so funny. Okay, well, Weezing obviously worked here, which is real cool, but there are some matchups that it definitely does not work against. So, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video on Quad Weezing Control. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Your support really means a lot to me on this channel. My New Year's goal, resolution here, is to try and get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023, which I know is a really steep ask, but it really is appreciated if you guys subscribe, and even just watching this video really does help my channel. We are about 1/3 of the way there to 1,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video, but thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, have fun, and we'll see you out there